Hello everyone, welcome to the latest Jargus Ranger Review. And this time we'll be looking at the latest episode of Megaforce, Prince Takes Night. And oh boy, is this a fun one. Yeah, it starts off where the team is discussing Robo Knight, and why he's working alone, because he's a robot who's lost part of his memory somehow. But also as Troy having another vision of the Legend War. On this time it's a bit with Robo Knight fighting with the Megaforce Rangers. And finally, he tells everyone else about his dreams, and Noah says that it can be a foretelling of the future. So it's even further foreshadowing that there's something big gonna happen in the later half of the season. So back on the War Star, they decide to try and convert Robo Knight to their side. But this time Vrock realizes that he can't persuade him, so he's gonna have to force him to do it, and so he gets a monster called Psychotic. And this guy starts out by attacking an amusement park, only to have the Rangers show up, and then Robo Knight, who proceeds to fight pretty well against him, I guess. Only he's ignoring all of the people around that are in danger, and allows that some of them get killed but as collateral damage. Luckily the Rangers are there to defend them and help them get away. But eventually Robo Knight gets captured. So the Rangers go to the command center. Yes, we're actually seeing scenes of this place for once. Hopefully that'll keep up. And Jake's opinion of Robo Knight is that Love gets what's coming to him because he didn't help at all, and he actually pretty much just caused more problems than he helped with. But Troy sticks up for him and says he's one of the team and they have to help him. And of course, it's either G or Emma, I forget which one, but they do say that he's trying to protect the Earth, humans are part of it, and he needs to understand that. So hopefully that'll happen in this coming episode. So somewhere on Earth, and it doesn't look like the forest this time, Vrock and Psychotic are draining away Robo Knight's energy, so that they can then reprogram him. Meanwhile, while that's going on, the Psychotic goes and attacks the city, and he drains the electricity from everything. And it's actually a pretty fun scene of how everything is happening, especially of that goofy ass science teacher that they keep showing, because he's trying to get the perfect toast and now his old toaster won't work and it just pops up in his face. That was pretty fun to me, I say. So then Troy shows up after Vrock says the Rangers won't be coming for him and he can't really defeat Vrock. But back in the city, in an unexpected occurrence, the Rangers try to convert Psychotic unmorphed. Oh, the shot they use is pretty damn cool looking, I must say. Though they should have just come straight at him because he uses the opportunity to summon a bunch of loogies that they fight unmorphed, which is not a bad thing because it's a really well done fight scene, and it's not one that was pasted over from Sentai. So that's a plus right there. So Psychotic joins Vrock to take out Troy, but then the rest of the team shows up after defeating the loogies, who are now morphed. And Robo Knight is confused. He doesn't see why they're helping him when the Earth is in danger, because pretty much he has one mission he's programmed to do, and that's protect the Earth's environment and nothing else. But Jake tries to set him free only to get attacked, but he does tell him that they're the good guys and those are the bad guys, and that puts a little more clarity in Robo Knight's mind. And in addition to that, he overhears Troy saying he's not going to give up on helping. And so that finally gets the robot to start thinking, and he finds a way to reroute the energy in that cage that's draining him so that he can absorb it back into himself. And after that, he's at full power. So he breaks out the cage and he attacks both Vrock and Psychotic. And Vrock just go flying off screen while Psychotic gets just pushed to the other end. Oh, no, something. The way he just ran through and attacked, it looked like he pushed Emma to the side, who was fighting him at the time as well. So it's clear that he's not a team player quite yet. And so then after finishing him off with his move just like last time, Vrock runs away and makes Psychotic grow big, and he doesn't let the Rangers join in again. Instead, he has his own sort of Zords, which are lions, which makes sense because he kind of resembles a lion as well, especially when he becomes his tank. And he combines with them to become the Gosei Ground Megazord. And I noticed when it shows the card it has that Gosei Ground when he transforms, you can see at the bottom it says Tenso Sentai Goseiger, so it's clear they didn't even try to edit that out. Which hopefully that's an error that gets fixed in later episodes, though I'm not keeping my hopes up for that. Gosei Ground Megazord is just great. He just tanks every attack that comes at him and just walks through it. He kicks Psycho Tank a few times, and then for his victory charge, he just shoots a bunch of missiles at him and then flies straight through him and destroys him. And that is just great. And so the episode ends with Robo Knight standing on his own and the Ranger's trying to befriend him again. And this time he actually talks to him. He tells him that working together is good for humans, but he has a mission to do, and it's inefficient for defeating the enemy and accomplishing his mission of protecting the Earth. But he pretty much says he has to defeat the bad guys, so he's learning. He did pick up a few things from his encounter with the Ranger saving him, but it's not quite there yet. Now in the next episode or two, he is probably going to come full circle and they'll probably fight with the Megazords together, and likely combine them pretty soon as well. So I'm looking forward to that. So I give this episode a 10 out of 10. It was great, it brought back a lot of great things. It did not mention the demons anymore, or the sludge mutants, but they are making Robo Knight to seem very powerful. And also looking like the War Star is running out of people to run the show. So we'll probably see a transition of story arcs pretty soon after Robo Knight gets his character established and is part of the actual team instead of someone who fights with them. So this episode for me gets a 10 out of 10. It's very good, it kept the action going very well. Looking forward to the next one. Till next week, I'm Jargus Ranger, and thank you for watching. Bye everybody.